Hey, good day, folks. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. We're going to be driving through the city or town of Hanceville, Alabama. Now, Hanceville, Alabama is located in Coleman County. It is 42 minutes north of Birmingham and an hour south of Huntsville. It is going to be located in the northern central part of the state of Alabama. Now, the population here is 3,174 people, and the population has grown at a rate of 10% as of the 2020 census. If you want to live here, the median home price is going to take you back $192,000. However, there are plenty of houses that are currently for sale for under that sum of money. And many of those houses do come with at least a third of an acre. So I would say if you have $140,000, you can come here and buy you a house that will most likely be at least habitable. Now, some of the houses that are below the $192,000 mark will probably need a little bit of work, a little bit of TLC. But if you really want to live here in Hanceville, then yeah, there are a fair amount of houses for under 192 grand. Many of them come with at least a third of an acre. If you're looking to rent, your rent prices or your median rent prices are going to range anywhere from $640 to $1,550 a month. And when it comes to the crime here is not too bad. I mean, violent crime is only 6% above national average, and property crime is only 37% above national average. Now, I know that sounds terrible to have property crime 37% above national average, but trust me, that is by far not the worst numbers when it comes to property crime. It's not the best, but it is certainly not the worst. And this city was established in 1832, and it was incorporated in May of 1839. Now, basically, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this city or this small city. I mean, I personally think this is a nice small city to live. If you're looking for a community that's not too far from larger cities, I mean, this city is kind of sort of between Birmingham and Huntsville. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing here. See, typically I give you guys, the racial demographics here are going to be 89% white, 4.7% black, and 5% Hispanic. I knew I was forgetting something. That's what I forgot. I forgot to give you guys a racial demographic breakdown. So yeah, basically, just like many of the smaller communities I've been doing videos on recently here in the middle of Alabama, well, middle northern. This is one of those communities that, for the most part, is relatively quiet. It's low key. Housing prices are going to be a little expensive for Alabama standards. Now, the housing here is going to be cheaper than other smaller Alabama cities in this area. I mean, I can't say this is a suburb because it's really not. This is just a smaller city. So yeah, if you're looking to move somewhere and you're looking to buy a house that sits on a sizable lot, maybe you got a green thumb and you're looking to move somewhere that's warmer. You don't really have to deal with a whole lot of snow, if any at all. And, maybe you're wanting to have a little bit of land so you can go ahead and plant your own fruits and vegetables. I mean, there's plenty of houses in town here that you can purchase to where you're gonna have enough room to plant your own stuff. I mean, I thought about doing a garden at my house. I haven't started doing a garden at my house yet, but I'm seriously considering doing it because the other day I went to Walmart because that's where I've been doing a lot of my grocery shopping. This past week, I also decided to go to Publix because I noticed at Walmart a lot of their produce has been looking pretty sad. Like when I go into the produce, I mean, their strawberries be all, like with their strawberries, you gotta be real careful because their strawberries, if you look real closely, their strawberries be either overripe or they be moldy. Same thing with their grapes. If you look real closely at many of the grapes at Walmart, a lot of them have mold on them, or two, they're relatively overripe. And then I go over to where they got their cucumbers, and I notice a lot of their cucumbers many of them are also overripe. So, make a long story short, the produce section at Walmart has been a huge disappointment. So I started going to Publix to buy my produce. Now I love me some oranges. Now even when I went to Publix, I noticed a lot of the oranges were overripe. Which again, I was disappointed. Cause I was thinking if I go to Publix, which is supposed to have high quality produce, I mean, after all, you pay the premium price. I was expecting them oranges to be on point, but they weren't. Now, fortunately, I was able to find some apples, and them apples were delicious. I mean, I cut into one and put a little bit of peanut butter on it. I mean, as I told you guys about a month ago, I was gonna work on cutting down on my sugar intake because, sugar is not good for your body. I mean, it just isn't. So, in my effort to cut down on the intake of refined sugars, I mean, I've been eating a lot of fruits. Probably more fruit than what I should be eating, but my attitude is, I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I mean, it's been a struggle for me. I mean, every time I go into the grocery store, I go in there and the smell of fresh baked goods is overwhelming. And I just want to go to the bakery section and grab me some cakes, some cookies, but I don't because I seriously need to lose some of this weight, and I need to get myself back into I need to get myself being healthy again. But yeah, I mean, ever since I made that video, I can't really say what the title of that video is because if I do, they might dock me on this video because on that video, they docked me on that video because I said what I said. Now that video, of course, is still on this channel, so feel free to go watch it. But I made that video, and it was about me eating too much sugar. And well, no, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what the title of the video is. The title of that video was "I'm on drugs now what?" That was the title of that video. And of course, I'm not talking like drugs as many people would perceive drugs to be. I'm talking about sugar. So yeah, go back. So yeah, feel free to go watch that video. Now, ever since I made that video, which was about a month ago, I have cut back on my sugar. I've cut back significantly. And I'm not gonna lie to you people, it has been a struggle. There's been a ton of times, even as I speak right now, it's like, you know, I just got that urge to go to the local store by my house here and go grab me a bag of chocolates. Whenever I do my grocery shopping for the week, I always have the urge to, you know, grab some candy. Treat myself to some cake, some cookies, some ice cream. But every time I get the urge, I build enough willpower to walk away and leave all that stuff alone, because if I get a little bit of cake and cookies or whatever, my personality is not going to allow me to just eat one slice and that's it, that's all. I'm going to eat one slice, then I'm going to want another one, then another one. Next thing you know, I'm going to be weighing 500 freaking pounds. And I'm not trying to have that for myself. I mean, you know, so far, I've lost 11 pounds so far. Now, granted, I've been working out. I've been doing a little more running on the treadmill. Now, when I first made that video about sugar being bad for you, I mean, at that point, yeah, I couldn't run on the treadmill for any longer than 5 minutes without my back hurting and without me losing breath. I mean, now I can run on the treadmill for 15 minutes, not lose breath, no back pain. I can run on the treadmill just fine. And like I said, so far I've lost 11 pounds. And I credit my weight loss, and I also credit my improvement of endurance on a combination of me just working out more frequently and also cutting down on all that sugar, which is bad for you, despite what anybody would tell you. And just by me losing 11 pounds, I can't describe to you people how much better I feel, how much more energy I have. And every time I want to grab some candy, every time I want to grab some junk food, I think, you know, I constantly think about how much better I feel when I don't eat those extra sweets. Like, rather than eating a candy bar, I might go to my refrigerator and cut open an apple, and just to help satisfy my sweet tooth, I might slap on a little bit of peanut butter on top of the apple. So I figure that way I'm getting a serving of fruit, and I'm also getting a little bit of protein and omega. I think peanut butter, you got omega 6s and 9s. So I'm getting all that rather than just popping in a piece of chocolate and then, 10 minutes later I'm tired as hell and I ain't got no energy because I just consumed a ton of refined sugar. So I think about that, and I look down at my stomach, and my stomach reminds me of how much work that I still have to go in terms of getting myself back to where I need to be in order to be healthy. So I do all this, and it's like, do I want to buy some cake? Do I want to buy some candy? Do I want to buy cookies and ice cream and then mess it all up? Hell no. So whenever I get that urge to do any of that dumb shit, I just walk the hell away from the streets, and I wheel my cart to produce or something like that. Or if I got any, or at that point, if I got all my shopping done, I hurry up and I check out and I get the hell about the store. And I'm thinking, when I think of how much better I feel by losing only 11 pounds, I'm thinking, okay, well, how much better will I feel when I lose 20 pounds? How much better will I feel when I lose 20 more pounds on top of that 20 pounds? I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. So, my thing is just to add to my journey of living a healthier lifestyle. I've began looking into some of the materials that I would need to purchase to have an enclosed garden in my backyard. And the reason why I'm going to do an enclosed garden is so that the critters don't get to my fruits and vegetables. Because where I live, we tend to have a lot of squirrels, and I don't want the squirrels or any of the neighborhood pets getting into my stuff. So whenever I get around to start my own little garden, it's going to most likely be an enclosure. And I'm going to have a lock on it. That way, if anyone thinks of anyone that wants to get into my stuff and steal my stuff because they too lazy to grow their own stuff, I'm going to have a lock on it. That way they can't do such a thing. And also, as I look at food prices, and food prices continue to get more and more expensive, and I'm not trying to get political here, but all that craziness you got going on in Florida, I mean, you got a lot of the individuals who used to work the farm. They're not working the farm no more because of the new laws, the new immigration laws they passed in Florida. And I don't think the people who own those farms are going to do any work themselves. And I don't think they're going to be interested in paying fair American wages to hire Americans to do that work. So I think as a result, a lot of your grocery stores are going to start to run short on produce, or B, even if these farmers do find some workers to pick their stuff, their prices are going to probably be a little higher than what they were even before. So I would say, any which way you put it, the average consumer is going to be screwed one way or another. So my attitude is, since I do have a sizable yard, why not put some of it to use and, grow my own food? I mean, at least grow my own produce. That's how I look at it. Alright, folks, I'm done talking. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the remainder of this video. So I thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Andrew's Life. Y'all know what to do. Have a blessed one. See you on the next one.